Good morning, everybody. My name is Nick Ruffner. I am with Sheets. I manage public affairs for our company, and we are really happy to have you all here at this site of the store that's under construction to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Underground Storage Tank Indemnification Fund. I want to give you a little bit of details about Sheets for those who aren't familiar. Obviously, we're a family-owned and family-operated company based right here in Pennsylvania, in Altoona. We will open our 800th store later this summer, which will be a milestone for us, and we have about 300 of those stores right here in Pennsylvania. We have more than 26,000 employees, and we are building approximately 50 to 60 stores per year across 7 states, including Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, and Michigan. And we also rebuild approximately 30 sites every year just to make sure that our employees can best deliver on our menu and to achieve our ultimate purpose, which is giving people what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and giving our customers the convenience that they need 24/7 and 365. So we have this store under construction here in Hampden Township. It will be a 6,139 square foot store, and we'll have a drive-through as well. And the cool thing about our drive-through is when this store is open, you'll be able to go through that drive-through and basically request anything that's inside the store, including a gallon of milk or maybe some iced tea or a bag of potato chips. I think the only thing that you can't request through our drive-through are lottery tickets and alcohol at this point. So just a couple restrictions. But this store is expected to open in very early winter of this year, and it will employ 30 to 35 people. So really a great thing for this area. There's a lot of traffic here, and I think the store will do really well. So what will customers not see when the store opens? And that's what we're here to talk about today. It will feature the 6 state-of-the-art tanks that are behind me, which will have NOV containment systems. The tanks are 12,000 gallons, double-walled fiberglass tanks with brine interstitial spaces for continuous release, detection monitoring purposes. And the tanks were made right here in Pennsylvania in Mount Union. We also want to recognize here today our tank contractor, which is Keystone Petroleum Equipment. They're based right here in the area in Mechanicsburg. And we want to recognize our manager of construction, Todd Papich, as well. But thanks for your help in getting these tanks in the ground, especially for this event, but also to continuously serve this store 24/7, 365 and our customers, and to keep people fueled up and on the road. This store will have a wide variety of fuels. Of course, you're familiar with 87 octane, 89 octane, 92 octane. But our motto across the board for our customers is that we're going to give you convenience. And so in the store, that's definitely the motto. At our tanks and at our fueling stations as well, that's what we like to provide too. So in addition to the standard 87, 89, 92, we also offer something called unleaded 88, which is good for vehicles 2001 and newer. All vehicles can use that if they're 2001 and newer, and it's an E15 fuel. We are also going to offer flex fuel here, which is for flex fuel vehicles. But a newer offering that we have at all of our new stores is ethanol free, which is good for lawn equipment and those small engines that need an ethanol free fuel. So there's going to be a lot of options when the store opens. And the important thing to remember too is all of our tanks are monitored just like our stores 24/7, 365 via liquid level probes and sensors, and all of our safeguards and systems work together to help promote and maintain our strong record of safety. But at this time, we're going to recognize some speakers, starting with Pennsylvania Insurance Commissioner Michael Humphreys, who's right here. Michael, come on up.
Great. Thanks, Nick, and thanks to the Sheets team for hosting us here today. I'm Mike Humphreys. I have the honor of serving Pennsylvania as the Insurance Commissioner. Today, the Insurance Department, along with the Department of Environmental Protection, mark a special milestone in Pennsylvania, the 30th anniversary of the Underground Storage Tank Indemnification Fund, or as we call it, USTIF. For the last 30 years, USTIF has protected Pennsylvania's environment, businesses, and communities. Before USTIF, when an underground tank leaked or threatened public health and safety by contaminating soil and drinking water, tank owners didn't have the option or access to a resource that helped meet their financial responsibility to fix the leak in the tank. So USTIF was designed to address this issue and address this serious gap, helping these gas stations and industrial site owners pay to clean up areas, fix tanks, and mitigate any damage caused by the leaks. Over the past 3 decades, the fund has paid out over $1 billion to remediate contaminated sites, ensuring those costs don't fall on small business owners or taxpayers. At PID, we're proud to administer and oversee USTIF. Our role is to ensure the fund remains financially strong, transparent, and fair so that it can be able to respond quickly and responsibly when environmental harm occurs at tank sites. USTIF covers reasonable and necessary costs for corrective actions associated with leaking tanks, including the mitigation costs. USTIF also covers claims for bodily injury or property damage that results from these releases. At its core, USTIF is about consumer and community protection. It's about giving peace of mind when something goes wrong. When fuel or other regulated substances leak into the ground, there's a system in place to fix it quickly and thoroughly. I alluded earlier to the fact that USTIF has handled more than 7,500 eligible claims in the last 3 decades and made over $1.2 billion in indemnity payments to its eligible participants. This number alone shows how USTIF and its participants have grown and evolved for a safer Commonwealth. So as we celebrate 30 years of service, we also look forward to what's ahead. The fund and the team remain committed to strengthening the fund's operations and ensuring that Pennsylvania remains an environmentally safe place. I appreciate you all being here today, board members, team members, and others, and I'll turn it over to Deputy Commissioner Laura Slaymaker, whose team oversees USTIF. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Humphreys. My name is Laura Lyons-Slaymaker, and I'm PID's Deputy Commissioner for the Office of Liquidations, Rehabilitations, and Special Funds. USTIF continues to play a major role in enhancing environmental safety in the Commonwealth, an effort spanning 3 decades. USTIF has made Pennsylvania a safer and cleaner state as a result of its unwavering efforts to assist underground storage tank owners and residents alike. Today, I'd like to highlight these efforts. USTIF is a special fund, kind of like a small insurance company, that helps pay for the cleanup of contamination leaks from underground fuel tanks, primarily at gas stations. Subject to meeting eligibility requirements, USTIF pays for the reasonable and necessary cleanup costs and damages caused by the leak, allowing the business to fix the problem in conjunction with DEP quickly so that our land and water stay protected. Our participants include everyone from mom-and-pop gas stations to sophisticated entities with robust environmental compliance programs like Sheets. So how does USTIF work? Business owners who have underground fuel tanks pay a small fee to the fund, 1 penny per gallon or around 8 cents per gallon of tank capacity, depending on the regulated substance, which is generally passed on to customers. So, customers filling up the pump in Pennsylvania contribute to the USTIF program at a rate of 1 penny a gallon. Then, if something goes wrong and there's a leak, they can file a claim to help covering the cleanup costs to up to $1.5 million per incident. USTIF is fully funded to meet all the projected liabilities of its current and future claims. What makes USTIF unique, though, is the lengths to which the fund goes to ensure that eligible participants are reimbursed or covered when it comes to the cost associated with identifying the extent, nature, and impact of these leaks into the environment, and the cost of preparing remedial action plans for restoring the site. To date, USTIF has completed 7,728 claims since 1994. We work with experts and check every claim to carefully ensure that the money is used properly. As of December 31st, 2024, USTIF had over 7,000 participants who owned and operated a total of over 20,000 tanks and contributed annually approximately $55 million of fees to ensure funds are available to pay for participant claims. Each year, USTIF's fee and investment revenues also fund critical DEP allocations that include $5.5 million for the Environmental Cleanup Program, which funds site investigations and remedial action activities at state-led and special project sites, as well as providing grants to qualified heating oil tank owners who are required to take corrective action, $7 million in annual reimbursements to the department's UST investigation, closure, compliance, and enforcement costs, $350,000 to the Underground Storage Tank Pollution Prevention Program, also known as the Pump and Plug Program, used to reimburse eligible owners for the costs of removing regulated substances from and sealing the fill pipes of underground storage tanks that have not been upgraded to comply with federal and state regulations. DEP and USTIF also work in tandem to ensure that sites are remediated efficiently and in a financially responsible manner, while also targeting older claims and stalled cleanup sites for closure. Additionally, we continue to update and evolve the USTIF claims process to ensure tank owners can easily and effectively submit claims and receive quick responses. Since 1994, the USTIF team created its first website in 1999, established a competitive bidding process in 2008 to help contain claim costs, and launched its current online fee billing system in 2017, which allows payment and account review 24/7 for participants. USTIF has helped and continues to help to make sure that fuel leaks do not turn into long-term problems. It helps keep our drinking water safe, supports local businesses, and shows how public programs can make real differences to our communities. To learn more about USTIF or to connect with us, visit pa.gov/insurance. Thank you. I'll now turn it over to DEP's Executive Deputy Secretary, Ramez Ziadeh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ramez Ziadeh. I am the Executive Deputy Secretary of the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. I'm very glad to be here today to celebrate 30 years of USTIF, and I'd like to thank Commissioner Humphreys, Deputy Commissioner Slaymaker, and Sheets for having us here today. As you may be aware, Pennsylvania has a very high number of underground storage tanks. Think of every Sheets like this one, every gas station that you've ever driven by, all of them have underground storage tanks like this site here today. Pennsylvania has 20,000 regulated underground storage tanks, ranking 8th in the nation, really, as far as the number of regulated underground storage tanks. Every one of those tanks can become an environmental hazard if it leaks. Fortunately, thanks to USTIF, we have the resources to deal with these leaks when they happen. In the past 30 years, DEP has completed more than 15,000 cleanups of releases from underground storage tanks. One of those cleanups was at a former gas station in Philadelphia. The gas station had been there since the 1940s, long before USTIF and modern regulations. While the tanks were removed in 2006, legacy contamination from the site persisted until DEP and the new owner were able to remediate the site beginning in 2017. That remediation would not have been possible without USTIF. And now, instead of urban blight, there is now an apartment building on that site. This is just one example of many success stories that wouldn't have been possible without the resources that USTIF brings to the table. More than $100 million have been spent across several programs for cleanups ranging from home heating oil tanks to larger tanks like those found here. These cleanups involve excavating and disposing of polluted soil and restoring the affected areas, as well as dealing with the leaking tank itself. Already this year, we completed 128 storage tank cleanup projects at DEP. I also want to recognize our staff for their work and the success of this program. Without them and their good work, we would not be celebrating such a momentous anniversary. And this is not just the 30th anniversary of USTIF. This year marks 30 years of DEP as a standalone agency. We are very proud of the work that we have accomplished with the Department of Insurance and all the other Commonwealth agencies. At DEP, we remain committed to protecting Pennsylvanians' air, land, and water from pollution, and we will continue to work as partners with people, businesses, and organizations to always protect our natural resources and public health. Thank you very much for having us here today, and now I would like to introduce Andy Greiner of the USTIF board.
Thank you, Ramez. My name is Andy Greiner, and I have the honor of serving as a USTIF board member. USTIF's board is comprised of 14 total members, 8 of which were appointed by the governor and represent a wide range of industries related to USTIF and its missions. 2 members come from the Department of Environmental Protection and the Pennsylvania Insurance Department, and 4 members selected individually by the majority and minority leaders of both chambers of Pennsylvania's General Assembly. We're grateful to have such a talented team of board members, all of which are knowledgeable on insurance and/or storage tank issues. We complement each other very well. The board annually approves the fee schedule based on an actuarial study, and I'm happy to note that these fees have remained stable for the past 17 years. This team, which meets quarterly, is also responsible for providing policy guidance on USTIF, approving annual monetary allocations to DEP that support a variety of programs, establishing annual rates, and adjudicating appeals of USTIF claim decisions. Since its first meeting in December 19, 1989, the board's mission has remained the same: efficiently addressing the remediation of fuel releases from underground storage tanks in a timely, cost-effective manner with the safety and interest of Pennsylvanians' well-being at the forefront. I take great pride in my participation on USTIF's board. Though I am a public member with an insurance background, I chose to participate because I care about the well-being of Pennsylvanians and our environment. Like many other residents, I enjoy the outdoors, and my addiction is fly fishing, which requires clean water. My family also enjoys the outdoors, and we understand the benefits of a clean environment. So by participating on the USTIF board, this is my small way of giving back and perpetuating a healthier environment. The work we're doing truly makes a difference, and I look forward to Pennsylvanians continuing to reap the benefits of a healthier and cleaner Commonwealth for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Do we have any questions? Seeing none, we will wrap it up. Thank you all for being here, and thanks again to the Sheets team for hosting us.
My name is Troy Conrad, Troyconrad.
And your title?
I'm the director of the department's Bureau of Environmental Cleanup and Brownfields.
And can you tell us sort of what DEP's role is with USTIF?
Sure. So in the late 80s, the Commonwealth passed the Storage Tank and Spill Prevention Act, comprehensive statute to regulate the day-to-day operations of storage tanks and address releases into the environment. That statute created not only our storage tank program, but also the Underground Storage Tank Indemnification Fund. We work hand in hand with them to track the sites that have these underground storage tanks to ensure that they're installed properly, and that when a release occurred, there's funding to address the environmental impacts.
What are some of those environmental impacts that happen from the storage tank?
So in Pennsylvania, we rely heavily on groundwater as a drinking water source for many of our citizens. For decades, underground storage tanks were the leading cause of groundwater contamination in Pennsylvania. When these tanks leak, they impair not only the soil, but often the underlying groundwater, which is the source of drinking water for many Pennsylvanians.
Okay. My name is Ben Lora, Benlorah, and I'm the Executive Director of USTIF.
What is USTIF and why was it created?
USTIF is a special fund within the Commonwealth that operates like a small insurance company. So our purpose is to help tank owners and certified tank installers throughout the Commonwealth in the event that there's a release, to pay for remediation and to ensure that they're not financially exposed when a release happens. Since our inception in 1994, we've handled 7,728 claims, and that's our role right now, and how we'll serve the Commonwealth in the future.
How has USTIF supported tank owners over the past 30 years?
Over the past 30 years, USTIF has paid out $1.2 billion of claim payments to our eligible participants. So through those payments, we've protected our participants from the financial harm that's they're exposed to from underground storage tank releases, as well as our certified companies in the event that they're found liable for damages to a tank system. So our role is to help mitigate the losses that they experience during those leaks.
What message would you share with tank owners?
Our message to tank owners is that we're here to help. We're always looking to improve our claim process and the program that we offer. So when you run into leaks, have issues, just give us a call and we'll do our best to help you out.
Levels good, everyone good? Can you start out with your name and your title?
Andrew Greiner, and I am a board member on USTIF.
Can you spell your name?
Greiner.
First name.
Andrew, Andrew.
Good to go, guys. Why is the 30th anniversary meaningful?
It's meaningful because of all the pollution that was prevented from happening because...
Start with what is meaningful. Don't just answer the question.
Okay.
Like with the subject matter of it. So what do you have to say? It's meaningful because. No.
Okay.
The 30th. Oh,
Got it. Okay. Got it. The 30th anniversary of the USTIF Fund is meaningful because of all the tanks that have been remediated, creating a cleaner environment for all Pennsylvanians.